Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. White again.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Not a lot of room to maneuver there. I think that's because everybody took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
They look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
First down, here's White. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield.
They'll dump this one off here to White.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Again, right there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Mayfield looks to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down it goes. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, let's make a play.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Even with a 3rd and 2 coming up, they get 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gap.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. That is not going to be enough as they tuck him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the save. 7th play of this drive coming up. A long way to go on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Shooting the secondary screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's number one goal is to throw that timing off.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. We're scoreless after 1. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Swift. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 70 yards. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Elliott good on the extra point. That's how it's after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Opting to run again here with White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Mayfield to throw it.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Third down and 1. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to get out on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Mayfield on first down. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one. That is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we get a little bit of credit to the defense. So they're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release. As this will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Play action. Here's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Hurts to throw. Being chased out left. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this one in for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to pump this one away.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Defense is asleep. Let's get out of here with a win, oh. The ball down the field, let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line. That's what we do.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down and 3. Now a give, right side, Swift. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all. They second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 66 yards. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Their own 14-yard line.
What are you doing? We need to pay attention. Ryan.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
At the 25-yard line.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
They go play action. Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Frustration's starting to creep in. The offensive line has done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Another time on his backside, but probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The Bucs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. He really hasn't been able to get on track. Averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
I think they're going to enjoy the film session because the defenders are finding cover gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. There he goes, left side. Now he gets free up the left sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. 91 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll run the toss to Swift. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
The Eagles send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught on the sideline on the feet in. They are. What a catch.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Mayfield to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Mayfield. Completes it again to Gage. Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now the focus is real clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds. Maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for third down. Here's Baker.
On the left side, a catch by White. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Here's first and goal. White. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here. Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here comes second down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's first and 10.
Here's Mayfield.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Now Mayfield. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's taken most of this late stage. They're not making field goal. They want to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
On third down, a run from White. Now this defense rallies and they stop him short of first down right near the 24. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And that changes everything here in OT. So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a toss for Swift left side. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It was Jamel Dean who brought him down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Runs over. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Second and 9 from the 44.
Now a first throw here in overtime.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That is caught. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Second down and 6 now. Throwing is Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter with their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and they'll make the score 21-14. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start the drive with White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. What can Mayfield do here in the OT? Here's White. They set up the screen. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get to the line here. Remember, it's also 3rd down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, Mayfield. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. Coming down to just 1 remaining as we step aside.
That's a good bounce-back play right there. After taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Here's 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Mayfield. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way. So it's the Eagles who get the win here. And the guy who really led the way was their quarterback, CD, and that's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, he had a great night throwing the football. Wound up with 3 touchdown passes for the game. And his leadership, it really showed through in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hard-working crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.